Hi, today from this sunny and exciting Acapulco, Mexico. In the series Doing the Impossible, I will interview today Vit Jedlička. If you think creating a country and creating a new nation is impossible, then you need to listen to Vit Jedlička, because he is the guy who denies that. This is a guy who actually does it. And if you don't believe it, watch this interview that I have conducted with him. Please stay with me till the end of this video. There will be a contest and something to win. Hi guys from Acapulco. Today I will introduce you to a fantastic, extraordinary guy. This is Vit Jedlička, the president of Liberland.
Hey, great to be with you.
Hi Vit. Can you explain to my viewers in short words, what's the idea behind Liberland?
Well, Liberland is the freest country on this planet. It's the one that really wants to go with the flow. So we are starting and we are doing everything on blockchain as well. And we want to bring about this idea of voluntary tax system, which I think is the most important thing. We want to remove the power from the state to take taxes by force. But on the other hand, we want to make the taxpayers happy. We want to let them have the shares of the country that they're living in once they're paying taxes. And I would say that's the most important thing about Liberland right now.
But it's not a virtual product. You actually have land, right?
We've got a nice piece of land between Croatia and Serbia. It's 7 square kilometers. It was basically unclaimed by Croatia and Serbia for more than 26 years. We went there, we stuck the flag there. We received a letter from Serbia that they don't mind creation of Liberland, which was pretty exciting, only 11 days after we did that. We've got still some issues with Croatia, but I believe they can be overcome very easily with all the support from the world that we're getting.
So you created a new country in June or July 2015?
April 2015. So it was 13th of April 2015, the birthday of Thomas Jefferson, by the way. And since then we've got 500,000 people that sign up for citizenship. That's roughly the same amount of people that left Croatia during this period.
Okay.
So we've got amazing immigration going on. We've got now 100 representative offices around the world, and I think we will have 150 this year. So we're basically pretty global as a network. And it's of course not just about diplomacy, it's about doing business, it's about introducing Bitcoin to entrepreneurs. Right now we're starting a Liberland Czech Chamber of Commerce. I hope there will be a couple more to follow. So there is real business going on, and there is a serious effort to get the freest country started.
Okay, so it is not this kind of country that will squeeze out citizens. It's a country that will create opportunities for people to come and make business and create value for the society or for other people.
Yes, we're rethinking the basic concepts behind the state. We want to kind of change it upside down. So when you pay taxes, not in normal country, you don't get anything, right? They are not even saying thank you to you. In Liberland, we actually want to do it the other way around. As much taxes as you pay, as much is your say in the society, and you will also become shareholder of the country that you're living in. And I think that's the right concept to go.
Wonderful. You know, on my channel, I talk a lot to people about doing the impossible. I did some things in my life that other people consider impossible, or I thought impossible to do.
Great.
And you are actually a guy who did a virtually impossible thing to create a new country, right? To claim independence in a new country. And many people in the, let's say, libertarian community, the people advocating freedom and liberty, they have been talking for years and decades about that. And you are the guy who actually just did it, right?
That's what I'm doing. I'm doing the impossible, but it's happening.
Right. Yeah, and it's amazing. You were yesterday or 2 days ago. You were talking about the progress you have made in these 2 years, and this is just amazing how far you can go if you just try it and just make things happen. And how many people
of course it
join you on your way.
It wouldn't be possible if we didn't have this database now of 500,000 people that are supportive and that want to push Liberland forward. And of course, I've been talking to so many people that applied for citizenship here, and they, you didn't get back to us, but we're we barely manage to get the energy that is coming like right now from different people that want to do different stuff. And of course, it's not just one way, right? We really help businesses around the world to spread and grow. And we've got all these chambers of commerce. They've really put together the guys that are in crypto with the real businesses, and multi-million-dollar transactions are happening now on top of Liberland platform.
Amazing, amazing. So, guys, if you want to do the impossible, if anybody of you is thinking about creating a new country, establishing a new country, this is the guy who actually knows how to do it. Probably the only guy in the world who knows how to do it. So, can you?
Well, the book is still being written. You know, I don't have the complete manual yet. But I think we're on a very good way, and I think once we get it done, I will write a book about it, how to build your own country.
So, but could you tell at least, the first several steps? I know it's not trivial. I mean, you are the only who who is doing it right now in the world, or one of the very few persons.
There are a couple of people that are trying to get their piece of land independent, and I'm talking about Catalonia, I'm talking about other places, for example, Kurdistan, and they're trying hard to get their country recognized. And
right, but they have the nation already,
yes,
right?
yes.
And you are creating a nation.
Out of zero. That's true, and we don't have much competition in this.
Right.
That's of course also some of our advantage. But I wish we had more competition, because competition is healthy. And this is what we are bringing into the nation-state business. There are 200-something states, and we are just another one, but we want to be the best one. And that way we want to show to the world that having, for example, as a very little regulation and voluntary tax system is completely feasible, and it's a way to go. It's pretty flat, but we've got beautiful sandy beaches. 7 square kilometers.
7 square kilometers.
We are 3 times larger than Monaco. It's not too bad.
And
we cannot fit 500,000 people that apply for citizenship.
Right, apparently now. I was just trying to tell that this is going to be probably the most dense inhabited country in the world, right?
That would be actually the heaviest, the most overpopulated place is Macau, and that would mean that in Liberland we would have to fit like 150,000 people. So if we fit 500,000, we'd be more than 3 times more overpopulated than the most overpopulated place on planet.
So you are dire need for new land, so to say.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, and there is so many on this planet. There is just a question of the governance, right?
Okay, but I have for you one tricky question.
Please.
Because you describe yourself as anarcho-capitalist.
Yes.
So how does it play together with creating a new country? Because actually, anarcho-capitalists want to get rid of countries, right?
Right.
So,
well, that's the thing, right? We're trying to create as little governance as possible in order to be able to interact with other countries, and not just a typical sort of governance. We want to create a private city, and that's completely, I believe, in line with the anarcho-capitalist principles. The fact that basically the whole states become privatized, and then they compete with each other over the customers. And we want to again provide the best service to our customers that are citizens, and not only that, we want to make these customers the shareholders of the entity that they are being citizens of.
I understand. So Liberland is going to be, when this idea flourishes one day, maybe private cities. So Liberland will be one of these private cities competing for citizens, right?
That's exactly it, and we are actually doing quite well. If you consider how small we are, and that our immigration is almost as big as the immigration to whole United States, there is something behind the idea to create a free country. There is a big appeal and big demand that must be fulfilled as soon as possible. Okay,
I like your entrepreneurial mind. Tell me, what is the greatest challenge right now of Liberland? What's the greatest challenge in your project?
Well, honestly, it's the fact that we need to get the responsibilities and action as much as we can to the people that are trying to help us. So right now I think we are using only as little as 1% of the overall potential that is there with Liberland, and we need to unleash that. We need some good systems for really decentralized governance. They're looking into implementing swarm ops from the Pirate Party
Right.
Eric Falkenga is our representative in Berlin, right?
I just wanted to recommend to you that his book, because he actually worked out how you can grow an organization extremely quickly. And
we need to implement part of that.
Okay.
We need to finish the way that Liberland will be run as not decentralized autonomous organization, but as decentralized autonomous government. We've got great guys here that are helping us with launching that. I've got another great group, D10E, that is going to be in Liberland for the 3rd anniversary, and we will also launch the token on that event. So it's going to be extremely exciting time to get all these things going on.
Okay, so what's your strategy to achieve sovereignty for your country?
Well, in order to be country, we have to act like country, right? So what we're doing is we step by step build all the elements of statehood, and the statehood comes with it basically later, sooner or later.
So maybe explain to my viewers. First, you need to claim independence. Then you build what?
Well, you need 4 things, right? Population, government, ability to interact with other people, and territory.
Okay.
And all these things have to come in place with the old system, right? We will probably have a new paradigm very soon when people are really able to create nations and governments without, or governments, infrastructures without having any land, and it's already happening with all these crypto communities, right?
Right.
Dash is as a country in itself, right?
Right.
It was created so fast.
Virtual,
right? It is a virtual kind of a country, and all of these, other concepts. But in order to be able to interact with the old world, you need these 4 elements, and this is what we are working on. If you read the Chicago Journal of International Law about Liberland or Michigan Journal of International Law, we actually got quite far in that endeavor.
Okay, so what are your next steps in the project? What are you working right?
We just got a deal with Somaliland. That's
Okay.
pretty cool. That we got the first government to recognize Liberland, and
Wow.
I was the first president to visit their country, which was exciting.
And you get an embassy there?
Yes, that's what is happening. So we are also learning step by step. We're getting a proper embassy to be recognized by the hosting government.
Okay.
And and we've got so many things, especially in the way that we need to fix now our constitution. I need more people to help me think how we're going to structure it properly. But we've got a very good Republican constitution now, which protects rights of citizens, which is a kind of a good list of rules, conduct rules for the corporation that we want to build on top of it. And we need to combine these 2 things in a way that it can last a couple centuries.
Okay. I am personally interested in cryptocurrencies, and my channel is also a lot about cryptocurrencies.
Yeah.
How do cryptocurrencies play a role in your project?
Well, of course, we are benefiting immensely from the fact that all the voluntary taxes were turned into crypto, and that we have diversified them smartly between different cryptocurrencies. I was kind of amazed that part of our reserves by mistake went into Ripple in the beginning of last year, despite not having the strategy to do that, and it helped a lot. But we have diversified into Ethereum at the beginning of last year. We are still holding more than 0.5% in Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash. And of course, that helps us a lot, because then we don't even need voluntary taxes to get things going, because our budget is growing faster than we can spend it.
But you are also you are going to issue tokens, right?
Yes, that's the token. And we want that to work as a share of Liberland, as a currency of Liberland, but also
it's
as
called
a
merit,
it's
right?
called merit, and it's going to work also as a collateral against your actions in the jurisdiction. So a system of decentralized courts will be able to make decisions about your merits if you lose some dispute with somebody else in the community, and that's the way we want to install justice internally.
Okay, is there going to be an ICO, or how are you going to?
We're planning to have an ICO on 13th of April. That's going to be a very exciting event directly in Liberland, and it's going to be part of this D10E conference that will be there. Right now, we're implementing shapeshift for the ICO, so 250 cryptocurrencies will be accepted through the platform, and we're building a whole ecosystem for a country, including all the registries, ship registry, car registry. All these things are already in test mode, but we will drop them all on a blockchain. So it's going to be pretty exciting. We'll be the first completely tokenized country, not just in terms of registration, but also as a governance model that will be tokenized.
It sounds really exciting, and you showed this slide with all the people who from really different cryptocurrency projects that usually on everyday in everyday life compete with each other, but they are united together to help you make it happen in Liberland.
I think that's very exciting. We've got such a great group of guys that are pushing this forward.
Okay, so the last question, or almost the last question. So, you are, as I said, you are a guy who just doesn't accept the status quo, who makes things happen, doesn't accept no, just you just do it, right? So, do you have an advice for my viewers how to do the impossible? I mean, one of the things you learned during the process, how to make such amazing.
You can do everything that you can imagine, basically, right? So it's just a matter of your imagination and of your willingness to do what you can imagine.
Okay.
So that's I would say, stop thinking about it, just do it.
Okay. So, but what about the fear of failure or something? Because you invested so much lifetime, so much energy, and so what's your attitude to that?
That's the thing. If you're not worried about failure, you're not gonna fail.
Okay. Okay, so maybe the last message to my viewers, if you had to give just one message to the world outside, to people interested in liberty, interested in your country, what would it be?
We've got an exciting motto: live and let live.
Okay.
And I think that's the key, right? And I'm very keen if I inspire more people to actually claim their independence from the existing states.
Okay. How can people get involved in your project?
It's liberland.org.
Okay.
Right now, people can sign up there. It takes 3 minutes to become a resident of Liberland, and then from on you can just follow us and see how you could possibly get involved.
So e-residency is similar to what Estonia does, right? So you are like outside citizen of the country.
Yes.
But if you want to become a real citizen, you need to earn merits.
You
right?
have to get some merits for your activities.
Okay. Or get them in an ICO.
Yes,
right?
that's the other possibility.
Okay.
Cool.
Thank you very much.
You
this
very
was
much.
an
Thank
exciting.
you.
Let's do this exciting project, and nice having you here. It's an honor, Mr. President, and I wish you a lot of success.
Really exciting.
And I feel I will get involved in this project as well.
Super. I would love to have you as a citizen.
Okay, thanks so much. I hope you like this video. If yes, give me a thumb up and subscribe below. Hit the bell button in order not to miss my other videos. Provide your comments about doing the impossible, about our mental barriers, about having courage to go for your dreams, to do things that nobody has done before, below in the comments. Share this video with your friends, with your loved ones. They will thank you for that. I talk here a lot about doing the impossible, about freedom, about how the most successful entrepreneurs in the world think and act, how the self-made billionaires think and act. And I interview some of the most amazing people in the world, people that make things happen, make things possible you would think are impossible. Among the best comments and the best shares, I will give away one copy of the book I have co-authored with Brian Tracy, a special edition of that book. It's called Ready, Set, Go, with my personal dedication to the winner. So if you like this video, you will probably like my other videos. Here you will find some of my best videos. Thank you from Acapulco. I wish you a fantastic day, and let's do something extraordinary today.